Hello, hello, everybody. Bonjour, bonsoir. It depends on where you guys are watching us from. This is Coach Janine. I'm so excited to be here today with Umoja Global Network Show. We come every Sunday to give you tools and strategy that you need so you can be the best leader that you can be. Thank you so much for being here. I have the pleasure to have with me today the special my co-host Coach Tina and also Queen Roberta, like, as I call her. She's a true, amazing servant leader as well. So please, guys, I want you to invite everybody, your friend, your family, everybody to get some pen and pad so you can be able to write down all the nuggets that you will get today about sponsorship. We've been hearing you each time that you ask, please, Coach Janine, can you do this? Can you invite this guest? So she's definitely somebody that you really gonna get see her more and more often. So I really want to introduce ladies. Welcome, Coach Tina and Queen Roberta. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. Today, this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, you guys could have been hanging out or having some amazing time to rest, but you definitely bless us to be here today. I'm so excited.
Thank
We just
you.
gonna go run into it and making sure welcoming everybody who is watching from different place. Make sure you tune in and stay because at the end we're gonna have some Q&A so we can be able to really answer, actually not me, Queen Roberta can be able to answer your question about sponsorship, event sponsorship. So we have as a tradition, we have a few words for you that we always need to know. What do you think of those words? So we're just gonna go right into it, asking you, Queen Roberta, what do you think when you hear the word show, showcase impact?
Showcase, showcase impact, which brings me to when I used to plan events. I used to plan showcases for emerging talent, and that those events actually I had an it was called Entertainment Industry Network Seminar Part One, Two, and the impact those seminars made was to get the emerging musicians, get them into the doors of the entertainment industry without having to sacrifice their morals because that demographic did not want to sleep their way into the industry. So the impact was getting them to where they want to be without having to sacrifice something that they didn't want to sacrifice.
Awesome. And then another word for you, it's engaged.
Engaged. God, it made me think about myself there. I'm not engaged, but uh,
Yes, you are.
yes, I'm an engaged person. That's correct. So, with engage is just being connected to what you want and being a servant or serving your audience, serving the people who want what you want. So that's just being engaged.
Awesome. Another word for you, it's social proof.
Social proof. That's a tricky one. Social proof to me is what they call today the receipt. Show me the receipt that you have done what you say you've done. Um, so why it's tricky is because we have a lot of gurus that talk about what they do, and some of them could definitely have receipts, but it's something that my mom told me. Like, you don't ever be envious of a person because you never know what they did to get what they have. So, following every social media influencer, you have to be very vigilant of their receipts, of their background. So, social proof goes deeper than the glamour. Is knowing the story behind the success as well. That helps you with I think who you should take information from.
Okay. And another question, another word, it's a client relationships. Yeah, I won't say conversation, but it's really relationship, client relationship.
Client relationship is everything. There's another saying that I learned again from my mom. and I think this one actually came from sales. It says, I might, I might not always be right, but I'm never wrong, right? And what that means with clients, sometimes they have some clients that really get on your nerves. And, I've been there, and I'd rather not have them as a client, but sometimes you have to kind of work through what the real issue is. A client is really never wrong, right? But you might not agree with them as a client, it become a referral. Um, so with clients, I think that it's just working through the problems and trying to keep them. And I'm not saying you can keep every client. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, just don't be quick to kick them to the curb.
Okay. Now, our last word for you, it's outcome or result.
The back. That's my thing right there. Outcome. Outcome is very simple. What's the outcome? What we're doing here? What's the outcome of what we want within this, let's say, partnership? And
Mhm.
then we work towards achieving those outcomes, setting tasks. But it's very important to become very clear because the purpose and outcome might be two different things. Purpose why you're
Mhm.
doing what you're doing, right? But the outcome you need to be very clear with that so you can achieve that type of the outcome.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again, Queen Roberta, for answering those traditional questions that we have for you. I mean, words that we have. So just give us your meaning. But can you us, just tell us a little bit about you, and then we're gonna go into the interview definitely, because we just wanted to know who you are, even though I know who you are and I introduced you before. But many of people they haven't really, really get a chance to get to know you, and I want them to know you because they need you in their business for sure. But again, everything is about relationships. So that's why I really want you to introduce yourself.
Again, thank you so much. I do understand deeply that this is your audience, and I do not have a connection with your audience. You do, and it's because of you that I'm able to speak with your audience, and that's very similar to sponsorship. And I've been saying this for years. It's like the person has a relationship with their audience, and I don't want to jump straight into the sponsorship, but it's they have, let's say you're looking for the sponsor, you have the relationship with your audience, and the sponsors leverage that to connect with your audience, which is also their audience. I have over 20 plus years experience, knowledge in sponsorship. I've taught myself how to secure sponsors when I was looking for money for events. Prior to that, I worked in B2B and B2C sales. So I've been in sales for a very long time because I was looking for money for this event. That's when I learned about the word sponsorship. Just changed up my language from asking companies to invest then to sponsor. And then the word of sponsorship opened up for me. All my events were sponsored, so I didn't have to come out of pocket. That's what that means. Sponsors cover the cost of my event. Keep in mind, I'm a teacher myself, so I didn't know then, that I can, yeah, actually make money off of securing sponsors, which I did. But now all these things that I've learned through trial and error and success, now I share it with others, and I do so within my book, my workshop, training, and consulting.
Oh, absolutely. That's it. I mean, 20 years in class. I mean, to me, that's a really lot of knowledge. And so, guys, I don't want you to go anywhere, please, because we're going to ask more and more questions to Queen Roberta. She's going to be really going to deep and depth about really what that you need to know to get prepared. Hello, Coach K. Thank you for joining us again today. And I'm going to say that to our French viewers so they can have an idea as well. Merci beaucoup encore de se joindre à nous ce soir, cet après-midi. Nous sommes là avec Coach Tina et puis avec Queen Roberta aujourd'hui. Nous sommes en train de parler de sponsorship. Comment vous pouvez avoir de sponsors pour que ce soit vos événements, que ce soit des activités que vous avez dans votre business ou vous voulez commencer dans votre business. C'est la bonne personne. Donc, j'aimerais vraiment que vous puissiez être là jusqu'à la fin Et puis, si vous pouvez juste attendre jusqu'à la fin pour poser vos questions, en tout cas, n'hésitez pas parce que c'est une personne qui a travaillé dans le monde de sponsorship plus de 20 ans. Elle a aussi été dans le sel, c'est-à-dire elle était toujours en train ses expertises vraiment sont plus dans le sel, c'est-à-dire quand vous cherchez quelqu'un pour vous aider à sponsoriser votre événement, elle est là aussi. Donc, n'hésitez pas, en tout cas, c'est une bonne personne que nous allons avoir plusieurs séances avec elle. Donc, je voulais vraiment que vous puissiez être là pour écouter, poser des questions parce que vous avez besoin de sponsorship, surtout peut-être pour l'année qui commence. J'aimerais que vous puissiez déjà être prêt ou prête pour poser des questions par rapport à vos événements. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, guys. Coach Tina, do you have first of all, I want you to introduce also yourself and ask your question to our guests.
Yes, thank you for having me, Coach Janine. My name is Tina Young Holman. I am a business consultant, and I also have a magazine and a talk
Mhm.
show that also Coach Janine is a host on.
Ah,
So let
super.
me go into questions. Queen Roberta, am I saying that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Coach Tina.
Yeah. How did you know that you wanted to start helping business owners with sponsorship?
Hmm. Oh, this is emotional for me. Very emotional.
Mhm.
Um, because now I have to really answer your question truthfully. So when I learned how to secure sponsors for events, they were people who I grew up with in my community, and they were planning like great events. But to get the money for the events, they had to hustle, right? Street hustle.
Hmm.
So they had like dedicated audience following things every week to their event, like faithfully. And I wanted to teach my friends how they can get money for their events. Mind you, these people who came out, their audience, they were already committed and dedicated to wearing the brands, right? Fashion brands and car brands. They were already, paying into that. So why not? Why not, as a event promoter, why not, partner with these brands to sponsor your event so that those brands can build a deep relationship with the audience and connect and build the loyalty with them. That's my way of thinking to strengthen that type of relationship. Because the next brand comes out, of course, it's no loyalty. They're jumping on the next brand, right? So I wanted to teach my friends. It's no judgment. It's hard, right? It's hard for you. These jobs that they don't hardly pay anything. You have to. I'm not saying don't get a job. I'm just saying that people want to take care of their families, right? They have schools to pay for, dentistry to pay for, they have stuff to pay for. So I'm not going to, and obviously they want to do the right thing. So they're planning events so that they can just make money from it. But they're coming out of pocket as well. And these are the things that they will have to do to have this decent life, legit life as we call it. So I just wanted to teach them what I learned on my own so they can do it themselves.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, what is the most memorable success that you can share with the viewers?
That's a lot. Let's see, the most successful one, gee whiz. I don't want to get into the Tommy Hilfiger, which I think that was a lot of success. In the sense that um, it was during the time when the rumor came out that it said that Tommy Hilfiger didn't make his clothing for black people, and I met Tommy Hilfiger through this young man named Koshawn Henry. And when I met Tommy Hilfiger, I was at a table with him, and I spoke to his brother, Andy Hilfiger, to this young lady named Nipsey Reynolds. So from the Hilfiger family, I didn't get any sense that they were racist. So I told Coach Sean, hey, I'm doing this fashion show. I would love to have Tommy Hilfiger, you know, as a sponsor to share his message that it was just only a rumor. So the audience who came out, they heard the message, and some of them came back to the brand, buying the brand back, Tommy Hilfiger, and to this day they're very loyal to the brand. Another success is with Rite Aid. Rite Aid is known as a pharmaceutical company, um, but when you go into the stores, you see all these different types of brands, right? You see things, cards, you see chocolate, you see back to school clothing. So I wanted to share with, again, the community that it's not only a pharmaceutical brand. We all don't go there to fill a prescription. We go there to buy, like myself, cards or shampoo for my hair or something like that. So I asked them to become a sponsor of my event so I can share that message with the community, and they did. So just off the top of my head, those are two success stories, and there are definitely more.
Okay. What is the most challenging thing that you have experienced being in the industry?
Rejection. Rejection.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's people. You're dealing with people, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to like you for whatever reason, and then you have to deep, dive deep. Like, why? Right? Why don't they like me? And I mentioned it in my book, How to Secure Sponsor Successfully. Like, why some of them don't like you? But I tell you this, right? I'll tell you this part of it. Move on. If you feel that it's something that's personal, move on. And one reason I'll tell you this, Coach Tina, and is that one reason that they don't like you is because they are already committed to their friends. They already promised to cut their friends that check, right? Right,
Mhm.
Coach Denise?
Yeah.
So they are dedicated. So it's sometimes it's just not you. It's just that they are going to tell you no just because, listen, they already have their buddy in the pipeline. Even though some of them are not getting that ROI, that return on investment, they will still continue to sponsor the same event. That has minimized since COVID because of, the budget and all of that stuff. They're not doing it as strong, but they are still, people out there are still doing it you know. So this is
Hmm.
why I would think, go to local brands. And it's not always about corporate brands.
Yeah.
Local brands seek them out as well to minimize the rejections.
Okay. So, what impact that's been in this industry has in your personal and professional life?
Hmm. In my personal life, I could tell you it's easy for me to go shopping. So if I, yeah, very easy. I need a pair of running shoes. I'm going to Adidas because
Yeah.
they sponsor. I'm supporting those who support me, support
Yes.
my community. It's that simple. As far as for my professional life, like I understand these brands. I understand what they are supporting. I understand how, they take money from the communities and don't put it back. Um, so it impacts me with, I guess, the same thing because my personal and business life kind of merge when it comes to how I spend my money.
Hmm.
So again, certain things if I have to buy business products, I would probably choose a local store, get to know them, versus a big brand that rejected my sponsorship proposal or I don't see them sponsoring anything that I believe in.
Okay. Sounds good. So my last question, then I hand it over to Coach Janine. What are some of the memorable network stories that you can share with our viewers?
Networking stories?
Yeah.
Networking stories. Let's see. Networking stories. That's a good question. Have me thinking. I have to dive deep into the networking stories. Just going to events, meeting people. They introduce me to different sponsors. Um, it's like when I started before, it was just pretty much picking up the phone. But networking for me, when it comes to sponsorship, it's being very strategic, right? Knowing which brand you want to target, knowing the contact information and knowing who to contact, just starting from the gatekeeper all the way to getting to the sponsorship professional. And it is like a network because you're reaching from one level, to the next level until you get to the decision maker.
Mm-hmm.
It's not such a public networking, right? But the gatekeeper is very important because after a while, if you call two, three, four times, they get to know you. So you need to build that relationship and not be nasty. Oh, can I speak to this person? No, 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 no. That's the gatekeeper,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? If
Yeah.
you if you're Christian, it's like saying, "Yo, Jesus, let me get to God," and no, that's the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
So that's part of the networking, right?
Levels.
Outside of, yeah, that's the levels of networking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Coach Janine.
Yes, thank you for those questions. Absolutely. Guys, I hope you are taking notes and you definitely feel free now. You can be able to ask us some questions while we are preparing just to talk about the reason why I'm really focusing on, inviting back again and over Queen Roberta. We're going to be with her preparing because many of you guys have told me you have an event in 2024, and this is the time for you to really know what to do, where to start. So I just posted in the chat the link for Queen Roberta. Please, I want you to go to that link, click on the link. Make sure that you've been in contact with her and make sure you say my name so she will remember because she meets so many people. So I just want you guys to remember that to say my name so she can be able to take care of you and to take care of your needs when it comes to sponsorship. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about the events that we want to invite you. It's going to be October the 15th. And then, which Queen Tina also going to put the link. And, after when we submit this video, we're going to be attaching the link so you can be able to sign up, guys. I don't want you to say, oh, I think I forgot. I don't know where's the link. I'm just going to put right there so you can be able to sign up because Queen Roberta going to be with us in October the 15th, and then we're gonna continue from there because we all about networking and making sure that we're bringing you what you guys really have requested, and we want to make sure that you have all you need to be able to have a successful event, but you need to know exactly where to start. And many of you have started, have told me, but you're gonna stuck because you have tried on your own. You didn't go anywhere, but we want you to really ask the experts what to do. Maybe you just need a little tweak in your proposal, or maybe you just need to be able to present differently because we are bringing the experts to be able to show you how, because I'm not the expert, but I know the expert, so I'm the connector. Me and Coach Tina, we are the connector, so making sure that we're listening to you guys exactly what you have told us, that what you're looking for. And this is really the event that I don't want you to really risk to miss. Okay, so make sure that you sign up for the event October the 15th, so we can be able to you can be able to have a one-on-one quick introduction to what exactly that you're planning to do for 2024. Okay, and which Queen Roberta, you have anything else to add for our viewers that they're going to sign up?
One thing I'm seeing more consistently over and over on social media is what some people are saying is that, the wealthy, right? What they do, they learn from each other. Instead of going to reinvent the wheel, I had to start from ground zero. No one taught me what I knew, right? I had to trial and error, rejection, overcoming it. Like I had to do this on my own. So now I am giving that information back to those who want it, to those who need it, to those who are looking for it. So instead of spending time, spending money, learning from trial and error, learn from someone who has done it
Mhm.
already. And I look forward to guiding your audience, whoever signs up, through that process to achieve that outcome that they're looking for.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Queen Rupert. And then I'm just gonna speak to our. Oh, hello, everybody. I see some people from Europe. Hi guys. You also need sponsorship, so we will talk about that in French in a minute. The reason why I think Queen Roberta is really essential for this for your event in 2024, it's because you need that for many things. You need for your conferences, you have your workshop, your master class that you want to really, uplifting, making sure that they really need this. Okay, you need her, and she has a 20 years young class to be able to kind of guide you. And this is really the way that you can be able to reach out to her because she's your, lady, the expert to go, making sure that, you know how to prepare for those big events. You want some partnership, with some company. This is the person that you need to ask her those questions. So this is a great opportunity for you. And I want you to join us really. So, hello, Dr. Madeline. Thank you so much for joining us. This is what I really want to emphasize that again, we're bringing up the experts who are really be able to give you the tools that you need. Okay. So let me also share that with our French viewers so they can be able to reach out as well to you because I know that those they also need some event, even though there's a language barrier, but that's okay. That's why I'm here for, so we can be able to guide them, to the right persons to get, they can be able to get the information. So merci beaucoup encore. Soyez bénis. Merci, Pasteur Héritier. Merci encore, Vincent, d'être là. Nous sommes en train de parler de sponsorship. Et puis, cette dame, Queen Roberta, avec qui je suis en partenariat avec elle pour aider surtout les entrepreneurs, mais aussi les chefs d'entreprise qui ont des événements, que ce soit une conférence. Tu as une conférence l'année prochaine. J'aimerais que tu sois en contact avec moi, comme ça je vais t'introduire chez la dame. Queen Roberta, c'est elle qui va travailler avec toi et juste pour te donner les infos que tu as besoin. Parce que c'est important que nous puissions avoir des sponsors pour nos événements. So, ça, c'est la bonne personne. Alors, on aura une séance de formation avec elle le 15 octobre. Le 15 octobre, et donc ça dépendra à quelle heure que tu auras le temps. Comme ça, je pourrai vous donner toutes les informations. Contactez-moi parce qu'elle est disponible, en fait. Et j'ai même mis son lien son lien pour que tu sois connecté, pour avoir juste une idée, c'est qui, et ça fait plus de 20 ans qu'elle travaille dans le sponsorship. Donc, ce sont des personnes avec qui nous avons fait de partenariats. On va travailler plus avec elle pour l'année prochaine, pour toutes vos conférences, vos événements, vos ateliers. En tout cas, contactez-moi, je vais vous donner les informations que vous avez besoin. OK? N'hésitez pas aussi, si vous avez des questions pour elle, écrivez aussi les questions comme ça, elle pourra répondre directement. Thank you guys again for your questions. Coach Tina, do you have any other question, any other comments for our viewers before we wrap up?
No, not at this time. Just make sure y'all sign up on October the 15th and join. We're gonna bring in 2024 with a bang.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we're gonna do that. And also, also be looking out for another event that, Coach Tina, she's an amazing guy. On her show, we have so many speakers, and I'm sure in the future, Queen Roberta will be invited as well. So you can be able to see her. These two ladies, they are with me everywhere. I'm gonna be coming because it's all about networking. It's all about bringing the right people for my platform. And I know, guys, you've been asking me so many times. So this is the time for you to get prepared for 2024. And why not 2025? Because this is the more you prepare, the more, you're going to really secure and be more confident about your services. So this is the way that we're really starting. I'm so grateful for our partnership, definitely. And I'm really looking forward for more conversation on October the 15th. Okay, guys? So make
Yeah.
sure stay in touch with me and making sure that after the episode, I'm gonna put the link and make sure that you can be able to go to her website, and also the right link, actually it's eventandsponsor.com, and her name is Roberta, but I call her Queen Roberta. So make sure that you reach out to her and make sure my name or Coach Tina, because we really want all of you guys to make sure that she answer your question and you are ready for October the 15th. Okay. Again, regarding event sponsorship. Again, Queen Roberta, any last word before we wrap up?
Just actually, if the event is in 2024, 2025, or beyond, this is a good time to start, just as you mentioned, because it's a process, right? The process from finding out which type of sponsors you want to contact, to get in contact with the correct person, to maybe they are out on vacation, it might be maternity leave. So you want to put all of that into your consideration bank and start the process early. If it's a year out, I would say start now. If your event is 3 months away, which I get that a lot, I will say start with local sponsors. The most important thing though is really understanding sponsorship. Don't go to a donor asking for sponsorship and a sponsor asking for donation. So you want to make sure that you understand it and understand the language, and that is what you will learn in the workshop when you come out. If you decide
Absolutely,
to
yes.
sign up, yep.
Yeah, and also please check on the link. We already have the link, so click on that. So make sure you register. And so my last question to you, Queen Roberta, can our viewers or the people who are interested, can you also talk about how you can teach them some of the how they can grow the own relationship with the business, the local sponsor, how they can go by it? Like, what do you say your first on your first visit or your first email? What do you say? Just a little nuggets.
Oh, absolutely. And it's very simple. It's so simple you would believe it. It's pretty much saying, would you sponsor my event? And then you go into the details about your event, right? So let's say I am having a seminar or a conference, whatever type of event it is. And, I go to my local business and say, hey, I'm having this event. I'm having, let's say, a music industry network seminar, and I have your target audience, people who want to get into the entertainment industry. And I know your product can help them get into the entertainment industry. And I will tell them how that is possible. I'll connect you with them. And pretty much this is the cost to do that. And this is what you are going to get in return. So those are the things that you want to say to get the sponsors' interest. Of course, they would ask you more questions: how many people, where it's located, and all of that. But just right off the top of when you go in, it's pretty much saying, I'm having this event, I have this target audience, and would you sponsor um, my event?
Absolutely. Thank you for that great nugget. And Dr. Madeline, did you see the link? I just posted it twice again. If not, I'm just gonna repost it again in all my social media links so people can be able to register, guys. Because I really want you, to as soon as possible. October the 15th, guys, at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern time, 1 o'clock Central time. I want to make sure that you guys are available so you can join us for the workshop. Okay. Again, we're gonna be
Yes.
posting in Queen Roberta's links, a post also on her profile, also on Coach Tina and myself. So between the three of us, we can be able to give you the right link so you can be able to sign up. Again, thank you, ladies. Again, this was wonderful. I know I
Yes.
really don't want to stop talking to you guys, but because this is very crucial for our community. But I just want to also respect of your Sunday afternoon. And thank you again, Coach Tina. Any last words?
No, no,
Absolutely. Go ahead, Katrina.
no.
I'm sorry. Go.
I was just saying that I can't wait to actually dive deep in sponsorship because I've been needing this myself, and me and Coach Janine got some projects coming up, and we are very much looking forward to actually learning how to do this.
That's great. I make it very basic to understand too. And for those if you want to get started, of course, I have the book. There's the ebook you can get started. But the great thing about the workshop, if you want to get the book and then bring your questions to workshop, you can. The greatest thing about that workshop is that you will get personalized answers, right? So the my book, it just covers like this is what sponsorship is, how it works, what to do. It helps you write a sponsorship proposal. But when you come to the workshop, you're getting that one on one. We're talking through your sponsorship proposal, and you will leave out with a sponsorship proposal that you can start using to send out to sponsors, and that's the difference. So I hope to see you at the workshop.
Cool, guys. Did you
Yes.
hear that? You're
Yeah.
gonna really have an idea how you positioning yourself and put how to put it together your proposal. So this is a very huge, guys. This is a very very discount that she's really, because she's a very busy lady who has ton of experience, but she's coming with a ton of very good incentive if you show up and you sign up. So make sure not to wait at the last minute, okay? Because I know she's a very busy lady. Ok, thank you, ladies, and I will talk to you guys soon. Merci beaucoup encore de se connecter ce soir. N'hésitez pas, j'ai mis le lien, il faut vous enregistrer comme ça. Vous serez avec nous le 15 octobre. Ça sera à 19h, je crois, l'heure de Paris, 20h, je pense. Mais sinon, je suis vraiment dans la joie d'être là avec coach Tina et puis Queen Roberta, parce que ce sont des femmes exceptionnelles que je travaille avec. Et elles sont vraiment là, elles sont dynamiques, elles sont là pour vous aider, surtout vous accompagner par rapport à vos événements, par rapport à vos questions. Si vous voulez commencer le business ou vous avez déjà commencé le business, mais vous avez juste besoin d'aide. OK? Merci beaucoup et à bientôt. On se voit le dimanche prochain. Thank you guys for joining us again. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
Yeah, she got
that's
up.
it right here.
Yes, yes,
That's
please.
it right here.
Yes,
And
please.
did you know, Coach Denise, that it was endorsed by Bengay the Third, who,
Yes,
yes, yes, yes. So thank you again. Thank you again. I look forward to working with your group and
absolutely,
getting them
absolutely.
some sponsors in 2024. So let's start
Mhm.
early, guys. Let's
Yes.
Let's
start
start
early.
early. Let's start early. And I'm gonna post also the link of your website, the securing the tickets for October 15 after this. And then thank you, ladies.
Yes.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Coach
Bye
Denise.
Bye.
Nice to
bye.
see